I, I am like, apologies, I'm a little bit late, but Waldo decided to play up, so you know what you gonna do, right? I'm back to my game because I learned a bit actually playing Balatro. So the one thing I actually quite liked about Balatro was the noises. I feel like that's what a lot of people like about Balatro is when you get a really good combo going, you get those really, really nice effects going off, like the little clicks and everything. So I've actually got a notice on my whatchamacallit, on my like sticky note board of like what to add to this game, and what it was sound effects. Right, I should show you what I've been up to. It's been a while since I showed any of my progress. Look, there's actual card game stuff now. It doesn't work for now. For example, when I do this, it decides to crash out totally. Oh, is my voice doubling? And that's the reason why. God damn it. It's because I've been messing with. God damn it. God damn it. Right, it's because I've been messing with the vertical streaming, because I've signed up to the beta of whatchamacallit. So, but thank you, Dharma, for putting that out. Um, I signed up for like the vertical streaming so people can who's on the phones can see me. But what I didn't realize is in OBS there's a special thing you have to do, in which to do that you have to like change your whole presets and everything. Um, anyways, yes. Currently the game still looks somewhat the same. This happens. I know why this happens. I'm currently fixing it, but it's meant to be pointed towards the player, but I didn't realize it counts when it spawns. So I'm planning on fixing that. Kipper's looking terrifying as per usual. Actually, I need to change the textures. The textures on the character is wrong. Also, how can you tell I'm on the low end? I love how you can tell when you're on the low end because textures don't load correctly. Uh, but yes, I need to fix Kipper's textures because they're currently a little bit wrong. I've been able to catch a stream in a minute. Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. It's, to be fair, I was unwell for a bit at the start of November. My Crohn's decided, hey, you're just gonna suffer and start to cry. Right. Okay. But what we are doing is I'm gonna show you little what I've been working on. So this is the testing arena. There's the reason why I added this. Oh god, the reason why I added this function was literally just to test my card game, because it was too. It was breaking so badly in the main campaign that I literally had to make an extra test section just so I can test the card game. But we're bringing it up, right? So this is where all the creature cards are. Currently, there are no art for it because, look, it takes time to make art. Okay. Um, I am also creating my own set as well. But for now, we'll let's yeah, no, I will eventually get around to doing some of the arts on these. It's just for now, it's just pure laziness. Just a pure and utter laziness is why I haven't done any of these. Right. I like my clone deck. My clone deck's my favorite. Right. Play. Oh, play. Create game. Yeah, I need to work on certain bits and bobs. Because it's not quite perfect. Shut up. Create an AI. This is what I got so going so far. Um, let's put some wildfire over there. Wow. Haha, get fucked. Yeah, I'm lazy too. It might be related. Oh, trust me, I mean, I will fix it eventually. It's like when people say, "Oh yeah, I'll fix it another time," and they never do. That's not me. I fix it. I always fix it. It won't be today, probably won't be tomorrow, but at some point in the future it will be fixed. Ah, damn it. Okay, so I need to quickly note this. Previewing AI previews, uh offset offset to the left or to the right? Offset to the right. The words, the writing all offsetted to the bottom, and the all offset to the right. Okay. Even you can see it on here that it's not quite on the card. God damn it. Right. Oh god, even that doesn't. Oh no, that's fine. That looks fine. I swear I saw a black box at one stage and I started panicking. Look, I'm trying my best over here. Okay. Excuse me, what? Oh wait, it's even on my side. Oh, it's just preview. Oh, okay, so hold on. Writing this down. Previewing cards on the board state. Offsetted into the incorrect positions. Need to fix. Okay. Right, I love this. I mean, so it's fine here. I mean, I can't see the preview of his cards, but it's fine over here. It's just literally on the board state. Actually, does it do it on the graveyard? It looks a little bit wrong. Everything else looks fine. Right, I really should add some art to this stuff. Yeah, no, and the highlights will work, so I don't know why I'm worried. Wow, that wildfire is spreading. Yeah, it looks fine. Yeah, and I don't know why that there was a black box at one stage. I'm hoping that doesn't happen again. Okay, so you're not going to ask about my well-being. I apologies, my head is all over the place. Hi Adam, how's life going as a teacher assistant working towards becoming a teacher in France? Is it France? Is it how you pronounce it? No, because you wouldn't say oh in French. God, my wording today is really bad. You know, I promise you I have at least a basic degree in English once upon a time. But yeah, no, how are you doing, Dharma? It's definitely been a long time no see. Uh, right. I do apologize, but at the same time, right now in my mind, I'm in like debugging mode because as you can see here, this game is riddled with bugs at the moment. And I want to perfect this so that when I implement it into my main campaign, there is no issues. Because it would be funny. I mean, it would be funny though, just to like. I mean, there might be like there'll probably be bugs when I do implement it into the main game. Oh, I just realized. Oh, I'm so glad my avatar is covering over the right hand side because my IP address is on like full display. Um, and I know the reason for that is because I was messing with the online mode, and currently to like connect up to other players to like fight against them, you have to um use your IP address, which is I think if you ever like done like a private server, like a private yeah, if you ever did like a private server or like a private things, you know that like to connect up, you have to use like log me in Hamachi and use your IP address. Um, right. What is this? I can't even preview the cards in the graveyards. That's not great. Okay, so hold on. I need to quickly reunite. Oh, you're not working towards becoming a teacher? Why are you a teacher assistant then? Oh, was it just for the money or like the what? Well, it wouldn't be for the work experience because if you're not working towards being a teacher, why the fuck are you a teacher assistant? To be fair, I can't question shit. I can't question why anything because to be fair, I've done some odd jobs before, not for like the experience, but just to be fucking paid. Da, 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 da. Graveyard preview of the card. It does not work. Fixing or offsetting the text. The text is offset by a certain amount. I don't know how much. I think there's like offset padding to the left. Yeah, the graveyard is offset padding to the left. It's a it's a side hustle to get some money starting my service. It's also experience to stuff like that. Ah, that makes more sense now. Yeah, I like I said, I expected it's probably for like the money. Why if you're not becoming a teacher, why do you want experience teaching if you don't mind me asking? Also, I just realized I missed out on my turn because it took too long. I forgot that I put a fucking timer of 2 minutes. Right. Oh, it's 9. Okay, I thought I could place that one down. Now I want creatures. Right. This. Oh, it's the mouse spy. Okay. Okay, what's this? Creature. Okay. Right. I don't know, it just seems cool. Fair enough. You know, people say, oh, like, you gotta have reasons to do everything. Just because it seems cool, to me, is a valid reason enough. Because what people don't realize is people can do whatever the fuck they like. So as long, I mean, it's okay. I want to clarify. So as long as they're not hurting anyone. Oh, welcome in. Thank you. Do I pronounce that name? Because boy, oh boy, I'm getting a real dirty mind over here. Oh no! So the sexual, like the reason why I put the sexual content warning is literally, um, just so one, I don't get ads. But also okay, well there is still is ads, but it's more rarer because most people that like sponsor in Twitch don't particularly want to advertise uh to users that do sexual content, but also because my character, and I want to keep my stuff all like I'm gonna be like I wouldn't say crude, but I'm very not careful with my words, and so I'm just putting a fucking warning up because I'm very open with yeah, that's kind of smart. That I mean, it's the part of the reason, but another part is it allows me to be me, and there's a warning of hey, there's sexual shit in my streams. Um, because I do occasionally make the joke here and there, and not just that. Some of the conversations I have just go crazy. But yeah, thank you so much for the follow. I'm half tempted to say your name, but I'm worried I'm gonna say it wrong. Like in my mind, I'm planning on saying it very. I was expecting big city cop cards. Hey, look, you might get it. Like, I mean, I am creating these cards art. Like, I'm gonna be doing all the arts for all these cards. I could do big titty cards. Probably not on the Masked Spy. The Masked Spy is probably gonna be but I mean I could. I could. But no, another reason why for the sexual content is my avatar is not safe for work. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. My name is just as foul as you think it is. It mean invoke the sense of disgust in anyone that reads it aloud. Oh no, I don't get disgust from it. Like you can't see. I mean, actually, you can technically see on my model, but I'm smiling I'm just smiling because I'm like, well, every time I read your name, I'm like, oh, because I in my mind I read your name. I give you guys like your own little voices. I give Dharma's. Funny enough, Dharma has a very French accent, not on purpose. I would like to point out it wasn't on purpose, but he has a very French accent in my head, like the most stereotypical, like wee wee accent in my mind. And every time I read yours, Jiggly Donga, I'm imagining like the most. So I'm in. You probably could tell from my accent. I'm British, but a lot of my family comes from East London, and in East London there's something called Cockney, which is a dead language now. But with the accent of the Cockney language is very rough and very aggressive. And all I can imagine in my mind now is that you've got an accent of I would try doing a Cockney, but with how much I'm laughing, that would not end well for me. Uh, and plus, it's been a while since I talked in a Cockney accent. I'm pretty sure I would offend my own countrymen if I tried one now. And not just that, I've done my best to like not like Americanize, but like improve my accent so it isn't so. I wouldn't say it's so aggressive, but just so. No, oh god, I'm about to lose this. Am I about to lose this? Am I about to lose at my own card game? Yeah, I understand why you have the warning. Yeah, no, I accidentally flashed someone accidentally. So when I was like showing off my VTuber model in Blender, I accidentally, not on purpose, it was because I was just sorting out a couple of things on my model, and I accidentally flashed the entire screen. And I felt so bad because it wasn't my intention. And of course, when they asked, why the fuck would you even do those details that no one will ever see? I'm like, actually, too fair. If I hold, let me move my avatar so you guys can see a little bit better. Because in this pose it is covering the assets. Let's do we do this one? There we go. Yeah. So as you can see, I have some quite lovely assets. But when I was showing it in the Blender, like my model, like so I made this entire model by scratch. Unfortunately, I flashed, and they're wondering, hey, why would you add those details to your model? Look, look, I got bored, and I didn't want to keep texturing my I didn't want to just keep doing like the basic texture for like my hair or something, and I got bored. I'm allowed to do what I like with my models. Uh, I have a card game. Oh, you have card game projects too. Oh, we're buddies here because I'm gonna cry. I never got this far though. Yeah, no, it's I want to cry. Making a card game is not as simple as it looks. Especially trying to. Here's the issue that I'm having is I decided to make my life really hard on myself, and I could have kept it like 2D. Nah. You know what? I like keeping it 2D and just using widgets. But no. I thought, I want to make this 3D. I want to do some cool ass effects and like other bits and pieces. I'm really about to kill myself here. And all this is 3D. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I did take a long time with my turns. I mean, all this is 2D. All this is widgets because I ain't making a 3D deck building bit. If I did that, I would start to cry and then really cry. I just got I just got the cards and hands movement. That shit was a head. It really is a headache. I mean, for me alone, doing it like making all this like offset, like the numbers and everything and the letters was a headache to me because the problem I'm having currently is let's say I go to doubles. let's say I go to I mean, as you can see with these like card previews when I'm doing it here, you can read it fine and dandy, but as soon as they place a card or like, I place a card, it all offsets here. And that's the current issue I'm having, and I made a note of it for me to fix later. But it was, I mean, it's a headache because as soon as I try changing this padding, it will change this padding, and I'm just, why? Please, just do what I want you to do. Oh, they are beautiful assets. We're talking nipple meshes and everything, or just take. Oh yeah, no, it's full on nipple. It's and not just that, down below there's like, it's not only is it like fully detailed, it's also fully textured as well. And like I said, I got bored. Normally you cannot see it, as you can see, because I've got clothes covering me. But I, I mean, look. A girl gets bored once in a while, right? Let's get rid of your copycats. Oh, there can only be one copycat here. Oh, damn it, he summoned more fucking copycats. Damn. Can I return from the grave? When this bit is placed, it'll bring... Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah, get fucked, mate. I've got more. I've got all the tricks and cards and I don't know. No way, you lost to your own AI. Yeah, I lose to my own AI. Look, this AI's on hard mode, okay? Another fucking how many copycats do you fucking have, mate? Yeah, but the reason why I lose to my own AI is because it's on hard mode, because obviously I know my game very well, and so I want to keep training and increasing the AI so it does better. And the only way it does that is by me teaching it how to not fuck up its turns. What the fuck was that? Not fuck up its turns. That's mirror. I love mirror. Let's do this one, and then this one. How much health do you have? You have 1 health, so this should kill you. Yeah. Yeah, I work in Game Maker. I don't know Game Maker. The way I'm fighting GMTs. Game Maker. I'll get game. I'm trying to think of Game Maker. See, this is how outdated I am. To be fair, I should have done more research when looking at all the different game engines. I mean, there was two major game engines I looked when I first was making it, because I've only worked with Unreal and Unity. Those are the two game makers I've ever worked with. And the only reason why was so I have like over a decade experience in Blender. It's the reason why I can make fantastic models you see before you. And like you see this like little annoyance up ahead. But the problem is, sure, I have all this experience in Blender, but I have fuck all like experience. And when I had a couple of my friends like, hey, can you make me like this game asset for like Unreal? I thought, you know what? Yeah, sure. I'll be more than happy to, because I love just making dumb shit. And what I didn't realize is when I gave them the file, Blender's like materials and everything didn't export correctly because Unreal has its own material system. And so the only experience I've had with Unreal was setting up materials within the system. And that's it. That's as much as, like, I had no programming skills. I had no nothing. Everything I've been learning has literally been either self-taught or tutorials. People are surprised the amount of like tutorials you can find on literally anything. It's actually surprising. At one point or another, some idiot has also tried this. Ability. Oh god, I'm forgetting my own cards. Let's do this one, because that should kill off everyone. Anyone that has got more than 2 health. Alright, I'll do this. As long as they don't kill it. Oh my god, that is a ridiculous amount of... Okay, guess they're killing it. Ouch! That's... Wait! Wait! That's my tactic! Okay, so, just because everyone's gonna... I know everyone's gonna be really confused right now, and I do apologize. I was testing this out the other day. I was playing this, late last night, and this is a tactic I did that allowed me to win against, the bot. Was I just started attacking my own card, because this card says for every time it's attacked, it takes damage. You increase its attack by 2. And how I won against the bot, so the bot was gonna win, because he had like a ridiculous amount of like clones in his deck, and I had like the archer and this guy, and with the archer, it allows you to repeatedly you can't attack the player, you can only attack other creature cards. And what I did was I just started like pounding the shit out of my angry the angry, did I call this the angry X? That's funny. Anyways, I kept pounding the shit out of my X, and what happened was, because you can attack either the creatures or the player, like straight the player, that's what I did. I just attacked the player, and it killed it. Like I won. And if I was if the AI was an actual player, he would have been so fucking pissed. Because he was gonna win if it wasn't for the fact that I like beat the shit out of my own card. But it's good. That's good. I like that though, because it tells me that it's learning. It's learning like tactics like this. So when like people go to play it now, that they will actually have. Oh god, I didn't get. Oh god, I took too long again. I'm too busy explaining myself. I don't really dabble in animation, but the model looks good. Yeah, to be fair, the only reason why, oh god, I died to my fucking AI. Look, I promise you, I'm decent at my own game. I promise you, I'm not this bad. Well, I like to think I'm not this bad. I think I made my AI a bit too smart now, because it's using my own tactics, and I do not appreciate it. Motherfucker. Okay, that ad break better not happen, because if that's the case, I'm gonna be so pissed off. No, actually, I can snooze it. Get snoozed, bitch. No one likes ads here. I'm very anti-ads, if you couldn't tell. In my opinion, Twitch shouldn't have ads. For if you're not a partner, you shouldn't get ads, because it's so puts off people from the content. It's ridiculous. Also, it's just because I can't be asked to re-explain myself. I say that, but then I'm often repeating myself because I don't like people getting left out of conversations. I forgot I put these cards in. If I just wanted to test certain things out, I just realized I can just do this. Hold on, I need to make a deck real quick. Right. Alright. Ah, I was like my deck name. Oh, fuck me. Alright, we're calling this debugging. Debug. Oh god, this is what I did. Debug deck. I need to test out. So I have it so that every time it loses, it increases the difficulty. What? I need more cards. You know what? Fine. We're adding a bunch of fucking. Let me give me a bunch of copycats. Yep, copycats. Give me all the copycats. Uh, where is the masked spy? That's the medic. What's this one? Can I read that one? Where's the preview card? Multiple abilities. When placed, this card will clone itself. Why did I call it multiple abilities? Who fucking knows? Let's be real. Spiky Fawn. What did I name some of these? Oh yeah, if you see some of them that are locked, that's on purpose. I'm practicing like locking cards so that they could be unlocked later. Because I like that in Bell Outro. In Bell Outro, I like that after playing a couple of times, doing certain things unlock certain cards. Yeah, I fucking wait. God skill is 1-to-1 with Blender. It was made for ah. Well, I mean, I've learned Unreal's scaling system now, so I have a really good I know Unreal and Unity's scaling system now, so I'm a lot more better in both system when it comes to exporting. I've just become really decent when it comes to exporting my models now from Blender to other sources. Because I mean I sort of had to learn when other people wanted a couple of my models. I sort of had to, I mean it was good. It was a really good experience. I didn't know, but because I was very like gill in the shot, like very newbie to when it comes to games. Because just for clarifications, I've never worked in a gaming company or like anything that's to do with anything to do with gaming. I worked for an animation studio called Blue Sky before they shut down. Um, and just like did some animations for them, helped them with making models for certain animations that they were contracted to do. And so I know how to make like certain models for certain things, Bobs, and everything else has just been self-taught. To be fair, it's not as it wasn't as like shocking information. I think the biggest information for me to take in was the rigging side of because I was used to making rigs for animation. I mean, I wasn't the one making the rigs for the animations, but I learned a lot from the person that did make the rigs, and I can make some amazing cool ass animation rigs. But when it comes to game development, it's a little bit different because, especially like for example, this where you see the tracking. Even this model itself was took some time teaching myself how to do because the major difference between animation rigs and tracking rigs, I think I've explained this before, but it's the shoulders. The shoulders both work very differently. It's the reason why my breasts are connected to my shoulders. So if I do something like this, you can see how my breasts move when my arms move. Well, to be in fact, when my shoulders move, is because the breast bones are appended to the shoulders. And the reason why I did that was I was having issues with the breastbones, not moving correctly, and this is the as best I could get it without doing some complicated shenanigans. Uh, yeah, I fucking yeah. Ads is something I've always had an issue with. I mean, I respect ads, especially like in games. I respect ads because that's how they like. If it's a free to play game, I respect ads because that's how they make their like. That's how they break even. That's how they make their profit. What I don't respect is ads and paid content. Um, and what I mean by that is basically anything that fucking AAA companies do with like the fucking microtransaction. I've always been a firm believer of what you pay for is what you get. You don't add secret fucking fees. People that add secret fees are the nuisance to society, and also gives everyone fucking trust issues. Unstable. Do I do the unstable? I do like the ticking time bomb, but now I'll get rid of them. I need 20 more fucking cards. Jesus. All right, we'll go for the soul possession. Um, go for the archer. I do like the archer. Angry dwarf. Let's grab an assassin. What's this one? Uh, Inbox, angry turtle. Angry X. Engineer. God, trying to read some of this is ridiculous. There we go. I've got my 50 cards. Perfect. Right. Debug set. Play. Create game. Debugged it. Arena. I do need to add more cards. I've got the same bunch of cards since the day one. Yeah, I mean the ads I can't complain to Twitch about the ads. The ads are created by companies. So if the ads are dumb, that's not I mean they might be created by AI, who fucking knows. Yeah, it's I mean I've seen some really, really fucking dumb ads before. Like I've even seen multiple abilities. When this card why did I call this card multiple abilities? Now that's the question. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's just rude. You know what? You know what? I'll clear the board, bitch. Yeah, get fucked. Get bored, wipe with your bitch. Rude. Right. Oh, what the fuck is happening here? Yeah, that was weird. That was not what that was meant to do. Right. Sasson. Let's do that. I feel like it's still gonna win though, because I'm really dumb when it comes to card games. Ah, my favorite card. I love the Masked Spy. Right. Just being able to replicate yourself is such a great fucking ability. You know, I say this, and the fucking AI does like the exact same. It's like, oh yeah, I fucking agree. Let's fuck you up. Oh, well, I'll play my mouse spy again. Yeah, see how you fucking like it, bitch. See how you like it without your cards. I do need to fix this. I'm gonna do it after this match. I'm gonna fix this. I just need to beat him once, so I know he's not too fucking OP. Right. Okay. Rude. How much health does he have left? Two. Alright, I'll get rid of you. How much health he's got? He's got six. Okay. See, that's what I did last time, and that's how I killed him. I would be pissed too. If I was a player, I would be pissed too. I think I might actually do the exact same tactic again. Right. Get fucked. Uh, right. If I do this. What's this? I can't. Yeah, I can't. So I have it so that the archer can't attack the player because I wanted to test out. Um. player attacker cards. Just so that like I'm planning on having it so certain unless it's certain cards that can attack the player, the rest cannot attack the player, they can only attack other creatures. Because I do realize how powerful it is just to be able to fuck like murder. I think I might be able to murder him. I do this and then this. I can't attack you, but I can do you once, and then yeah, just being able to do that, I feel like so scummy. Uh, but look, I win. Right now, okay, we gotta stop playing my game. It's very distracting. Shut up. This is why I hate seeing. I hate seeing warnings. It means I fucked up my coding somehow. Right. Okay. Luckily, I'm already on my card widgets because I was messing with them when I was sorting out this. Right. Card preview. So this is what goes wrong. Let's find out why it goes wrong. And then I'm gonna have to fucking fix it. See, it looks fine here. See, that's the card preview. That's what shows up. Everything here looks fine. So what's the issue? Hmm. Can I lock the margins? Maybe that's the issue. Oh, wait, I think I just see it. Hold on. No, hold on. Right, can I lock? As to tell that I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. This. Oh, I don't add a keyframe. Is it because it's a scale box? Do I need to add a width box? Oh, hi, Boom! I'm crying. I'm currently trying to not cry my eyes out. Currently, so that it's offset. It's offsetting to the right hand side. So clearly, it's the scale boxes that are not working correctly. Oh no, is it not working? Hold on. Wrong button. I might have to do it manually because some of the coding is a little bit fucky. It's been a while since I've Vivo. Oh yeah, no. I mean, to be fair, I did cut my hair really fucking short. That's totally on you. Hold on. To be fair, I can do it very easily. I just need to go to the message. Where is it? There it is. There we go. Oh my god. Look at that. Me and my father now match. Me and my father right here. Both bold. Beautifully bold. I do have code that does this automatically. It's just a tad bit uh pair of eggs. Oh yeah, we're the absolute badass looking pair of eggs you'll ever see. Right. Just a bunch of eggheads over here. So the moon layout is correct. It's not tiling. So I feel like it has to be the fucking anchors. Hold on, where is the anchor? If I have it so it anchors... Okay, so that one's anchoring over... Where are you aligning? So there's no padding actually, so it should... Ah, I think I see what's going wrong. It's scaling. I want it to scale though, but I don't want to. I can't change it because if I change it, then I need to find a way to lock it without it scaling. Ugh. Okay, hold on. Alright, okay. I mean, because here's the thing, is the preview is meant to look like this. But what I didn't put into account for when I made the preview is making it 3D and then moving the widget to a 3D space changes the scaling of each of the boxes. So that's why it's offsetting. Uh, yeah. It is my nightmare currently. Shit. Okay. How do I fix that? That's a good question. That's the UI. That's the player profile. Shit. Hold on. I'm gonna have to. Yeah. I'm going back to the main menu. Because it is just a preview, isn't it? Hold on. No, so the preview is fine. As you can see here, the preview looks fine. Uh, I mean, I probably want to move this down a little and fix certain issues, but I'll fix that in the later date. You can see the basic, how much it costs, um, 2 health, 3 health, 2 attack. Going back to the clone deck, because I really like the clone deck, and I know I keep dying of the clone deck, but I like the clone deck. Because, like, if I do it like here, even when I'm dragging it, the preview of the card itself is a bit offset as well, isn't it? So it is just the 3D space that's affecting the card. Uh, because so what's happening here is because the preview here is 3D. I'm just trying to think how to fix this. Because here's the thing: if I change the preview and change the scaling of it, when when I go to if I change the scale of it so it locks, this won't happen. Where I hover over the cards and see it like it in bigger writing so I can actually read the card, that won't happen. What happened will the text will remain tiny, and when that happens, I mean it would fix this though. It would fix this so that it all stays locked. So I need to find a way to make this like preview viewable without affecting the rest of the cards. Uh, Anyone that says being a game developer is easy, especially if you're a card game developer, load of fucking a bull malarkey. Right. I'm just currently trying to think how I'm gonna fix that. Because I should have attacked him. Just put some fucking wildfire down, bitch. Okay, no, I'm getting too distracted. I need to okay. My mind is currently working at 200% right now. I don't want to change. Increases the scaling. UI. Remove this. Next, if I remove it, it changes the scaling. I'm just gonna let's have a little look at what this does. I'm gonna press play again. This should. Right. It's as it remains the same. Fuck. No. If anything, it's even worse because it's now offsetting lower. And now it's not even over mouse position. Okay. That's. I mean, I'm getting to the correct location. The problem is I can't get rid of the X without removing the location of the entirety of the card. If I do this, it'll remain firmly over the card mouse position. Right, I need to save and compile. I have to go in the view card default. That has to be preview. If it's not the card default, it has to be the card preview. Free code. That's absolutely fine. Please do take my faulted code. Uh, actually, no, you might want to wait until my code is perfect, then take the code. Okay, hold on. Event tick, set card. This is the card position layout. This is the card preview data. So this is the size. This is the side of the card preview. The problem is, so I see what the problem is. The reason why it's all offset to the right hand side is the X variable, like the X position of the being the scaled is offset by the size location, which is why it's all to the left when you preview. So it's fine if it's previewing from that like from when I'm picking the card up and placing it in front of my hand. Where I go to place it down and then preview, it's basing the scale, like the scale of the card and the offset of each card based upon the value of the position on the board. And honestly, I have no clue how I'm gonna fucking fix that, because no matter where I place it, it's gonna... the image itself is gonna be offsetted. And if I lock it, the writing of the scale is gonna be too small for people to read. So I'm in a bit of a conundrum here. I won't lie, I'm a bit in a conundrum. Hmm. I'll figure it out eventually. It's gonna take me some time to figure out how. Because it is to do with the padding. So all these is getting scaled based on the position. And even though I can increase the scale of it, the offsetting of it is what's causing the issue. The scaling of the offset. I need to think of how I'm gonna fix this. So I can't lock it. I would like the most simplest thing to fix this would be just to lock the scaling boxes so that they cannot scale. But in doing so fucks me over, so I can't do that. So I need to think of an out of the box idea that doesn't completely fuck the preview. I can do this. Could add I could make some code. Wait, why is this? Hold on. Hold on. Did I just solve my own problem? Menu test. Ah, shit. That looks fine, but you can already see it here where it's offset to the left. Not left, to the right. Alright, let's see this doesn't completely break everything. Alright. Okay. Oh, I just broke it even more. Right. Okay, let's go back to. I thought I had something going. Wouldn't be me hiding the face down cards. Be causing the issue, could it? Because having it face down does changes the scaling of. No, I don't know. No, I shouldn't. No, 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 no. It literally. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, no, I figured as much. Oh, hold on. I think I might find a way to fix this. Hold on, hold your horses. Copy. If I do. Let me add a canvas. Oh, I'm not. Oh. Can I not just add a canvas panel? Oh. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I see the issue. Right. Hold on. Did I just fix my own problem again? Or is this just gonna be more of the same mess? Right. Honestly, in real life, if I could be as bold as my character right now, I would be so happy. Right. Well, Somehow I made it even worse. Oh boy. Let's fix that. Yes. Okay, let's compile. Let's try again. Okay. Great game, clone, doubles. Okay, I do apologize, but I'm doing so much fucking thinking right now. It is okay. That's progress. That is progress. I know a lot of people might not see this as progress, but it's look how close it is. The health and the basic attack is fucked. I do see this, but to me, this is progress. It may look like a piece of shit. It may look very much like a piece of shit, but to me, this is progress. This is sweet, sweet, sweet progress. Because guess what? It's no longer offsetting onto the right-hand side. And that's progress. I mean, to be fair, the picture is still coming out of the bounds, but it means I'm very close to where the problem is. And I am correct. It is the scaling. It's the scaling here. Ugh. Okay. If I scale... Do I need a scale, really? Right. Right. I'm so proud of myself. You have no clue how much proud I am. Uh, right. Now I gotta think. Hmm. So I need to scale it. But the problem is, if I scale it, that's where everything's going to go wrong. Well, I didn't actually write down what the actual problem is now. Because everything else is in the right... If I remember everything else was in the right location, it was literally... Right. You're telling me I don't have a fucking single fucking card to play. I just need to examine. Alright. Hold on, I need him to place down a card. Okay, so now, okay, so it's staying the same. The problem is it's doing it over the card. So the position in which, if I put a card all the way over here, do I need to add more cards? Yeah, it's gonna be... Okay, I see, I'm starting to see slowly but surely. Uh, right. Hmm. So it's not basing it, it's basing the scale of position in which the mouse is hovering over the card. Which isn't bad, this isn't bad. I could just move the Y scale up. The issue if I do that, it doesn't fix the scaling issue I'm having. Hmm. This is interesting. Gosh, you can, sorry. I realize you can see like the concentration in my face when I'm thinking when you see me like thinking really hard, my face is like, bitch, I'm about to destroy your life. That's not what I'm thinking. My mind is just really hardcore concentrating on the I'm so close. So close. Uh just need to figure out how to damn it. Mm. Why does it have to be this song? I love this song. You know what? Fuck it. Dance break. We need a dance break. Everyone better be dancing right now. I wish you could see what I'm actually doing dancing wise. Pop it louder, louder, louder. Sad and I needed this. I need to relax. I've been doing a lot of progress. I've been working on it. Time to relax. If I hear, by the way, if I hear this anywhere in real life, I do literally just start dancing. It's be playing inside a store, I'm dancing to it. And is it all because Raymond Rabbits totally made me fall in love with this song? Absolutely. Okay. I'm getting so distracted. Uh, is that my excuse because I'm getting a headache trying to fix this? Absolutely. You know, actually, I'm not even meant to be doing this. I just no, okay, debugging, you know what, I'm gonna put this in over here. This is how it was before. Debugging is gonna be a different stream. I had a goal. I had a goal in which I was gonna add sound effects whenever I place a card. Uh, I'm not getting distracted by debugging. Visual artifacts is a to be fixed at another point in time. Right, for now, I was gonna have it so that gameplay, now it's the widgets on blueprints. Here we go. Card game, player state. No. Card, there we go, game mode. Right. Where is it? Oh, I was looking for it. Yeah, don't worry about the spaghetti. Right, app unique, in control, skate steam ref. Look, I'll name everything when I want to. Hold on, is it the game instance? Yeah, here we go. This is what I was looking for. Right, no, that's host. Show me menu, get the current platform, show loading screen. I'm looking for... Right. Right, so... Card placement, there we go. Right, remove card from placement, add card to placement. This is what I want. No, this is what I want. So I need to add a sound effect. So I want to add a sound effect so every time you place it, there's a cool... Like with Balatro, every time like as you score, you get like the little tick 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 tick. Actually, do I do it so that there's a noise? Oh, I could have it so there's a noise on attack, maybe then. Could also do that because placing them down is one thing. What I could have it based upon or the name of the card, the placement can have a different sound. That would also, if I make that system. Oh god, I just realized I've moved outside of my camera. There we go. And so if I... Hmm. Oh, got a choice now. You know, would you like? This is why I think they tell you not to leave a project so long because I can't remember what the fuck I did over here. Right. Draw a card. I mean, I could have a noise so that when you draw a card. Ah, no, I know I made this interface because I have it so that, hold on. Because the reason why I have that interface is, oh, okay. So I'm gonna have to have another function. Yeah, this is, hold on. So yeah, I'm gonna have to add another function onto this called audio. The reason for that is, that's the reason why the rest of the stuff is empty, is because this folder here holds the data in which to add to the Indubitum. I don't know how to fucking pronounce it. How do you pronounce Indubitum? Indubitum. Hold on. Moving this up this way for a second. Blueprints. This. How do you pronounce this? Innuminums. Basically, the fucking functions in which it allows the fucking gameplay to work. Like the ability type and everything. I'm gonna have to add another one called audio. Because the reason why each card has its own specific ability is based off this. I can literally add whatever I want, in which it'll add its own script to the ability. So if I want to add audio to individual cards, for example, like in Runeterra, when you place down certain cards, there are voice lines that activate when certain cards interact with each other. It's similar to that, but it's on an individual basis rather than a check basis. Oh, and that's gonna be so much more work for me. My poor self. My poor future self. This is a future me problem. Ugh. To be fair, I should have thought of that. But to be fair, I didn't think about any of this because until I recently played Balatro and realized what made Balatro so addictive was the sound effects. Sound effects of the, like, when you get the scoring. It was very, I wouldn't say it was pleasing, but it's very, not useful, it's very, it gives that little bit of that dopamine rush that you've done something correct. Oh wait, no, I already did have a, hold on, I think I've already added the sound. Holy shit, did I actually plan ahead for once? So I've got the sound def cue. Sound cue there. I don't have any sound though. Oh shit, there is a sound cue. Oh my god, I actually thought ahead. I just didn't realize. So I thought I was gonna add I had to, as you can see here, you've got like special visuals, rarity and everything. Attack description. I thought I was gonna have to add another like another one of these, like placement setting, card system data, and have it for audio. But my dumbass already thought 10 step ahead without realizing, and added it to the attack and health so that when you die, like when you lose health, there's a sound effect. This is great. This is great. Okay, now I just need to find my sound effects. Do I remember where I put them is the question. Right, context audio. Right, Zip Zap. Yeah, that's Zip Zap. Okay, interesting. I could use Explosion 1. That's even louder, damn. Okay, even I can scream better than that. That's a bitch scream. That's so fucking cowboy. Just a pew. That's the most cowboy. I know exactly. Actually, no, I know exactly where my father got that. So, oh yeah, FYI, all these sound effects you see in here were created by my father. My father got all these oh, is that copyright? I don't know if that's copyright. I mean, it shouldn't be. No, hold on. My father made all these, so if I get copyrighted for this, I'm gonna be having words with my father. Oh no, it's instrumental. It's instrumental. Yeah, okay, so that is fine. Yeah, yeah, no, my father's a big fan of cowboys. Okay. That is the most fucking dramatic ass sound effect I've ever fucking heard. Right. Okay. Okay, that I gotta admit, that one's my favorite. Right, so I've got the audio. So if I just go back to that's too whoa, that is so far back. I did not mean to go that far. Right, blueprints. No, fuck. I went so far. I went so far back. I even confused myself. Right, blueprints. No, it's card game. Card sets. Basic set. Okay. Right. So let's find sacrificial lamb, which is the one that I use often. I mean, I could put it on a couple. Uh, hmm, this one. Oh, okay, that's why I added this one. Okay, right. I'm getting so distracted. Wildfire. Here we go. So when it dies, I want it to do. Right, new sound cue. I want it to be audio, SSX. Right, so I'm guessing what file type did I do for this? Clearly I didn't make this into a audio file. New sound cue, I'll have this death. I'll do it sad death. Sad death. Okay. So if I go back to audio, right. So now if I do audio, give me the wow wow horn. And then save. So now if I do this. Okay, so I actually need to make a new folder. The reason why I need to make a new folder is this right here, so I'm gonna copy it. No, just fucking move it. Move here. Right. So I need to make a new folder. This is gonna be sound cues. I forget I hate spaces. Underscore sound cues. And then I'll move it into here. Right, sound cues. Right. Okay, so now if I go back to the cards. Okay, so I'm gonna have you have the sad death. I have the what's it called, the I'm just trying to think what to use. Yeah, so that has, okay, so I should be able to, so there should now be sound effects whenever the card dies. Okay. I go to test now. Right. Find deck. Right. Alright, here we go. Wildfire. This is what I'm after. Bit rude. Oh, there's a lot of wildfire. Yes! Yes! That is what I wanted. Okay, now I'm curious what happens if it happens multiple times. Oh. It stacks. Okay. That might be something I need to fix, because if it stacks like that, boy oh boy, if there's like a big effect that kills multiple creatures all at once, that's gonna be a nuisance to society. Damn, okay. Which health do you have? Not enough for me to stop you. Damn. Stack the people. Oh, actually, hold on. I can actually do that. If I do that as the attack. Hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna actually, I need to create another. I have the archer attack. Thank you. Oh, I'm gonna have to create another thank you. Right. Thank yous. Attack gunshot. Attack gunshot. I'm gonna have to go to audio. SFX. Where is it? Gunshot. Here we go. There we go. Now if I play Q. Right. Okay, I have multiple ideas here. Card game, card sets, basic set. Right. Yeah. Inventory, I'll have you have the attack queue. And then, you know what, I'll even have the Wildfire. When it dies, it will do the gunshots as well for you. Ticking time bomb. I'll do that. But what I want to do is the archer. I want the archer to have the gunshot. I feel like that's going to be really fucking funny, actually. Oh, Jawsers. Tech gunshots. Let's see what else I can give a gunshot to. You know what? I'll give all the spies gunshots, because they're going to have secret guns. Right. Oh shit, I was meant to do the other one. I was meant to do attack, not... Whoops. There's gonna be a lot of fucking gunshots. Well, this is gonna be fun. I'll also give you a gun. Right. Look at that, I was already 10 steps ahead. Right, back to the main menu. Test. Play. Create. I'll go for the clone deck. Doubles. Woo! Create an AI. Alright, let's see what cards I got. I got a bunch of bullshit. I didn't get a single one of my... I didn't get a single one of my fucking things. Fine. Reason why. Wait, what's this one? Yeah, let's see this one. That means we're more likely to draw the card that I'm after. I know, there's no guns. I need to find... There we go, this magic mirror. Actually, wait, I don't think I did it on the magic mirror. I think I did it on the masked spies, didn't I? Give me some of my fucking spies, mate! We want some spies over here. We don't want these ones. We want spies. We want the secret... hold on. Oh, let me draw some cards. I forgot I had put a max hand on. Whoops. Oh, I love electro jazz. Right. I'll fix this one of these days, but I want to work on... Come on. Oh. You might hear some gunshots. There we go. Yeah! Oh, you're gonna hear some more gunshots in a second. Woo! Game is done, ship it! All it needed was gunshots from the spies. What's this? Angry Dwarf. Oh. Oh, sorry, the reason why I'm smiling so much is in my mind, I'm just imagining so me and my father, like, well, okay, I say me and my father used to make me watch a bunch of these old school Western cowboy movies, and these are like the black and white ones, and don't get me wrong, some of them were really good, some of them were really entertaining. But I can just, like, in my mind, I'm just picturing these, like, Unreal Engine ones, just with, like, the shitty, gun, like, prop guns, just shooting, and all you see is a white flash, that's it. There weren't any shots, it's just a white flash. I could do that. I could add decals in which, they get, like, little gunshots. That is funny enough, that is what I am planning in the future. I'm planning on having special effects. So actually, that's the reason why I have a section called special effects, but there, as you can tell, there's no special effects. There's only one special effect on all cards, and that's this. Just so you can see where you're aiming for. Yeah, it will be pretty ass cool. I knew I forgot something again. God damn it, I knew I forgot something. I got so distracted with everything else. Hold on. Add points. Okay, I know the code now, so I didn't mess it up. I knew I forgot something. I was so distracted with my card game. Uh, I spelt your name wrong. Hold your horses. Oh, you see nothing. You see nothing. Get out of here.
Kipper Studios said at Kipper Studios Dart Wizard username was not found.
Thank you. Thank you. I did spell your name wrong. Oh, I see visual glitches happening. Everything is going wrong because I forgot this one thing. It's because I put there's a D instead of a G. Oh,
Kipper
and
Studios said, add points to Dart Wizard 1001.
you guys see nothing. You guys hear nothing. I knew I was forgetting
Dart
something.
Wizard said, okay, Skippy Ball Studios LUL.
Look.
Kipper Studios said, Kipper Studios, add points to Dart Wizard 1001.
This is getting. This is getting embarrassing. God damn, this is what happens when I click copy rather than just doing the highlighting copy. Right. Fix.
Kipper Studios said at Kipper Studios Dart Wizard 1001.
There we go.
2628.
Look. I got distracted by cowboy gunshots.
Said Mercy Wing 1 Serious Sloth Mercy Wing 2.
Also, yes, I brought back the text to speech because I forgot that existed because I forgot to even put it up on the coding all up. You know, I'm actually going to take it off because my head's already got a fucking headache. I am a professional streamer. You do not question it. Right, okay, I forgot what the fucking events, I think it's events. Right. Begun. Okay. Amazing emotes, JK, I need new ones. Ooh. Ah, I mean, they're adorable though, I love them. Hold on, I'm getting so distracted. Right. I was doing something. And I've forgotten already what I was doing. Oh, right, I was showing the special effects, right. Yeah, here, special visuals. So I've already added special visuals because in the future I will be adding like effects to happen whenever a card, like let's say a card enters the arena and I want like a small little animation to pop up of it emerging from the card or something cool happening. This is what I put for this. So currently everything has false when it comes to special effects, apart from unstable material and boombox. Oh, and time wizard and sorbs. So the reason why these ones have special effects is because I've just been like doing little bits of testing here and there. I don't even know where I got that little. I mean, that's an adorable little guy though. It is a cute little green. It's just a good little green goober. You know, have him as a mascot. I'm using my father's model as my mascot now for like everything that's fucking weird belongs to this fucker. Oh, I have really bad hand signals. This fucker. I'm using my thumb because I'm too lazy to. Oh, okay, alright, let's do the correct hand positions. Right. This fucker right here is gonna be my mascot because it's the most adorable. I mean, it's the weirdest thing I've ever created, and I still, to this day, don't understand my father's fascination with this model, considering I mean, I could explain the whole history of this model. Long story short, I made a little PNG tuber for my father when we was gaming together. As a way so people know when he's speaking, and I made it within 5 minutes. It was just a drawing of a head, like a bald head, to represent, because my father's a bald man, with blue eyes, and he loved it. I didn't understand why. and then of course when I started doing 3D modeling stuff and everything, and made my little VTuber, I was like, you know what? But would you like your own VTuber so I can interact, whack you in the face, point at you, or like just abuse you by dressing you up without your consent? Which he started laughing at, like, because he thought that was funny. And he was like, yeah, let's do it. And I'm like, okay, Father, what would you want? Like, do you want do you want to be a siren like me? Do you want to be like this buff, bold man? Do you want to be like a warrior? Do you want to be an elf? Like, I went through the things. He's like, oh, no, I trust you. I just, like, I liked what you originally did. I was like, wait, you want to be the floating fucking just, like, head? And he's like, yeah, just make me the floating head that you, like, drawing that you did. I'm like, you can be anything. I can make you anything you want. Like, you can be, like, anything. He's like, no, I like the floating head. I'm like, you want to be this fucking weirdo. And I did it. I made the entire VTuber floating head. Which he got obsessed with. Like, when he saw that he could talk. Well, I mean, it wasn't set up correctly. He could only say the lip sync every time he talked because he wouldn't sit down for literally, I asked him 5 minutes every time. Please, I beg of you, 5 minutes. That's all I need. 5 minutes. Just let me sit down and go through the pronunciations of all the vowels so that I can lip sync your model to whatever you say. And he's like, oh yeah, eventually. That eventually never came. Yeah, no, I did. I had to convince him before I even knew. I'm changing the green guy to become purple. Oh yeah. Make him like a little tiny purple little mascot. Yeah, like somehow I wasn't planning on having a mascot. I was just planning on having like just my VTuber. And then suddenly this fucker comes along out of nowhere. It was actually it was funny. Right, I'm getting so distracted. Holy shit, that was quick! I wish I could do my fucking emotes that quickly. Holy moly. Talk about fucking good work ethic. Yeah, it's not just me. It wasn't just me. Thank goodness. I thought for a moment then I was like, holy shit, that was quick. Holy shit, if I want to change one thing in my emotes, I have to like do a whole shenanigans. That's amazing. Holy shit. Oh, you can fuck with some people, I just realized then. If you can change it mid. Ooh. I don't know how to wait, I know how to do this because it's a free Twitch integration one. Ah, that makes more sense now. I'm not that efficient. I'm about to say, even to this day, Twitch is not the nicest platform to use when it comes to all these adding things that you can add. It took me fucking forever to even add my own ones. Which actually reminds me, I do need to update and add more because I've got every time I see every time I get like more emotes, I'm really pleased because it means my channel is growing in which I can get those extra emotes. But at the same time, I'm like, I can't keep this. I can't make my game. I cannot make my game if I'm just every week just making a brand new emote. I just got 2 new ones that are free. Ooh, that's good. Yeah, no, I've gotten to stage I think like 6 or 7 on my subs, and so I've got like, I mean, I did do a couple of them. I did do a couple, but when it comes to the animated emotes, the animated emotes take 10 times longer than my normal emotes. Because my normal emotes I could just do like a little doodle, but when it comes to my animated emotes, fuck me, it takes a long ass time to make those. And I need to redo some of my animated emotes because I've got a new model now, and this is the model that I'm gonna keep with. I ain't gonna change anymore. I promise. I might occasionally change the textures, because I am working on. I want to be the end goal for my model is to be slightly Arcane style from like the TV show Arcane. I want a little bit more. So I feel like my character is a bit too realistic. Oh, sorry, father. I feel like my model is a bit too realistic. I want it to be a little bit more like painted. I want like a little bit of a painted effect going on. And I am currently working on it. I'm doing really good progress in the texturing, but boy oh boy, doing the Asaro head is not that easy as people think it is. Right, I'm getting so distracted. Right, special effects. Here it is. Attack particles, death particles. Like, I've got everything. I've got everything I need to make like cool like effects and everything. For whenever I do the card game, it's just literally gonna just take some time adding. But for now, all I'm after is sound effects. That's all I care about is sound effects on some of the cards. Right, I just realized. Hold on. I go back to the main menu because I need to go to my testing arena. Right. Create game. Let's go for. We'll go for clone deck. I am a big fan of the clone deck. I like the idea of a fantasy creature having a normal human as a mascot, as normal as the floating head is. Ah, it is kind of funny having like a human as a pet. So now subs have at least something. Yeah. I mean, that's the reason why I want to do my emotes is because I do feel bad for like tier 2 I think it's tier 2 or tier 1. Tier 1 don't get everything that they get for being subs, and I do feel bad. But I'm like at the same time, like I really just want to fucking just do my game. I need time. I don't have time anymore. Ah shit, I should have shot. Damn it. So sad. The poor card. Right. Okay, FYI, these sound effects aren't going to remain. I will be changing up the sound effects for these cards. It's just for now, I just need an example of what I'm planning. And who is calling me? I am streaming! You better have a good reason for calling. Why did they call me? I have it so that I'm on Do Not Disturb, but yeah, I still get the... Like, my phone likes to vibrate to let me know I've got a missed call. Oh, I see who it is. I'm just gonna quickly message. If it's important, fucking let me know by text. Cause I read text. I'm not cruel. I don't just ignore all messages when I'm streaming. I will read text because if it's a case it's like a big emergency, like if my son's in hospital or something, then I will obviously respond and fucking leave. But if it's a bullshit thing where, oh, I've somehow fucked up my computer again, can you tell me how to like reset or something? I'm gonna wait until after I'm streaming because that shit's not important. And before you ask, yes, that has happened before. Right. Oh, it even works when I'm attacking the health. Okay. That's interesting. Right. I could do a trap. For now. I'll start just getting rid of a couple. I'm getting so distracted by these fucking cards now. Sound effects right now. It feels, yeah. To me, it feels like Sam Max. It feels like one of the. It feels like I'm playing Sam Max and just having like, just like Max just shooting fucking everyone at all at once. it's the thing I need to fix. It's the overlapping. I need to have it so it plays one by one. Like maybe even give it like a small little cue. I mean, but then again, I could have it so it overlaps. Yeah, I could do it like My Singing Monster, where when certain sound effects overlap, it actually sounds quite cool. Like if I could have it so that like if you're gonna attack with like let's say you're attacking with something that's electric, it can have like an arc sound. And then if you do it as something that's attacking like an earthquake, it can have like a thundery sound. And if you match them together, it sounds like thunder and lightning. That could something I could possibly think about doing. That could work if I overlap like an arcing, because I do have that. Hold on, if I have it so, get out of here. SFX. Okay, can I do it so that it overlaps? Because I can't overlap it currently. Okay. But if I have something that shoots like arcs and then the thunderclap, then it could really sound like. Or maybe I could, if I can get myself some. I need to get some more sound effects. I'm gonna have to knock on my father's door, say, "Hey, what's up? I need you to start rolling out some more sound effects for me." Because I don't know how he does it. All these, FYI, all these sound effects I'm using, I know are royalty free. Because these are, well, okay, it's not technically royalty free. They belong to my father. My father had a bunch of these, and the reason why, you may ask, why does my father have a bunch of sound effects that he has, like, he's created? So these sound effects were for when so my father used to be a DJ. And you may ask, what the fuck does a DJ have to do with sound effects? And if you didn't know, some DJs, like, when it comes to, like, playing on the next songs, do like this whole shebang. He especially did he did a lot of kids parties, and so he has a lot of sound effects he used to make like remixes and all sorts of shenanigans. Which is why it's actually how I made my song. The song for, oh shit, I should explain show this. So how I made the song, like the backing, so the only thing I gotta say is I always make this very much clear. The voice is AI, but the reason for it is because my voice sounds like shit. And I have shown what my voice like sound like. I compared the two at one stage, so you can check in one of my previous streams in which I compared the two. And my one sounded like a fucking seagull dying. It was really, really, really bad. And okay, here we go. Oh. But the instrumental that you hear in the background was literally help from my father. My father helped me make the instrumental in the background. And but the audio, like the voice. Okay, so technically it is me singing, but it's got like a I used AI to like fucking correct it so it sounds decent. But apart from that, this is the song. Yeah, so that's the background. If you can all the the background instrumental was all my father's doing. I only had some word in. I'm gonna just put. Yes, AI. The reason why AI instead of auto-tune was, even with auto-tune, it sounded really bad. So FYI, I should explain. I'm completely tone deaf. And when I say I'm completely tone deaf, I struggle with understanding. So like, let's say you play a piano. Like the one thing they do when they test your voice, like when you're practicing your voice, they have you sing the same key as the piano. And I could hear the different keys of piano, but if I were to try and copy the keys of piano, I wouldn't be able to, because I cannot hear. I mean, I can hear it in other people's voices. I can hear the different keys in the other people's voices, but in my own voice, I cannot. Like when I'm speaking right now, if I were to start singing, I wouldn't be able to differentiate and change my voice to match that key. And FYI, it is something I can fix, but it will take years and years and years of, like, with a professional voice trainer to fix that. Because it's to do with how my mind processes audio. Especially my own audio, because you hear yourself. And that's the reason why I had to use AI, was because even with auto-tune, it sounded really bad because everything was off-key already. And if you don't know, if you auto-tune something that's already off-key, it just sounds really, really bad. And people be like, it's the one thing it makes me laugh about auto-tune that people don't realize is auto-tune doesn't make every song sound good. If you're a really bad singer, auto-tune just auto-tune or like just makes you sound even worse. Because if you have no tuning to begin with, auto-tune just slightly fixes it. It literally just changes it very, very slightly. So if you're already like off key as it is, auto-tune can't fix that. Auto-tune can't do anything to fix it. Is it that thing where you hear your own voice different than how it's? Yes, it's similar to that. It's similar to that, but think of it as on a constant basis. So like currently as I speak, I can hear myself. But to me, it's not. I sound very different. I sound very much different to how you hear me. Because that's how I hear it. And the same goes with other people's voices. With other people, it's the reason why I struggled for the longest time. I've always had a very loud voice because I thought everyone else was talking loudly. And like most people were talking loudly with a high-pitched voice, and I thought that was normal because that's how I grew up. Then I learned no, that's just my. I have like an I can't remember what they called it, but I have an audio processing deficient. I have an audio processor deficiency in which my brain processes certain sounds differently. It's very minuscule. It's very, very minuscule though. But auto-tune is not magic. It's what makes me so laugh when people say, "Oh yeah, auto-tune ruined the music industry." No, it just helped artists sound just a little bit more better. That's literally it. I would be singing. I would be bad at my singing. I would still love you a bit. Yeah, no, trust me, I was cringing when I played the two. So I played this song. There we go. I'll have it like, I wouldn't have it so loud, but let me put it to like 20%. Right. This song here is I have two versions of this song. So I have this version, which is the one that I use because it sounds really good. Like, to me, this sounds really cool. But then I have another version, which is the one without the AI voice. And it's the FYI, it's the exact same song and sang this exact same way, but just with my voice and it being really, really off key. Even you can hear me straining and like really trying to be on key, but I was just struggling. And everyone that was in that stream at the time both agreed that this version is much better, and that like they understand why I had to use AI because the other one just wouldn't sound great. Okay, I'm gonna put this back down again. What? I'll keep everything else the same. Let's put some music back on again because I have something going on in the background. But yeah, so there is a reason why I use AI, and I'm not proud of it. But it's something I have to do because I can't right now. I cannot afford paying a professional singer to sing the song for me. I will in the future. I will, once I have a little bit more financial security. I'm gonna replace it so that the someone else is singing it and it's just not an AI. But for now, just because I do not have the money for it, I'm using the AI version because it's, I mean, the FYI, it's just the voice. It's just the voice. The instrumental in the background, all made by, I say all made by me, it's all made by my father. I just had like a little bit of wording. I was like, hey, father, can, like, with this certain part of the song, can you make it like this? Can you make it like this? And then at the end, can you like tone it down and have it like very dramatic, yada yada. Like that's the only input I had was, hey father, can you do like, can you just change up, like, and every time he gave me like a rehearsal, I just like, hey, can you change up this and this? And my father loved this, by the way. He loved doing this. It was like, he said to me, it was so long since he's done this that he had a great time. Because he's like, this FYI, when he was a DJ, this was when he was in his like 20s and 30s. This was like 50 years ago. Yeah, it was around about like 40 to 50 years ago in which he had like done this sort of stuff. I think he was great because he like, if you hear it, it sounds amazing. And I was just like shook. I was like, holy shit, I didn't know you had this capability. And it's the same. It's the same with the sound effects. All these sound effects are like, he didn't give me all his sound effects because I at the time when I asked for this, like if he had any sound effects left, like, because I remember seeing the folder with all like a bunch of them, and I asked, hey, do you still have those sound effects? Because I'm hoping to have a couple. Because originally I was going to use them for my tracking. You see, with what actually I do. I use it for Waldo. Waldo. I use some of the sound effects in Waldo. So when certain things happen. Oh yeah, no, I maybe I mean I don't know. I don't know why he likes the flown head. Maybe with being I don't know how being a DJ has a float. I mean, he was a bus driver for longer, so him being a floating head, I don't know. It's. I mean, here's the thing. My father has many jobs. He's had like, he was at one stage he had his own building company. But of course, when there was something happened in which like builders got like really fucked over, and he lost his business. It was a very heartwarming story. I didn't know this. FYI, my father never told me this. This story was actually, I found out from my uncle. My uncle Martin, aka my father's brother, told me this story. My father did not tell me this story. My father probably doesn't even know I know this, but so him and his brother run this like this building company, and he was like, they were doing really well for like a while, but then when this building thing happened in which like they got like taxed very heavily and other things went wrong, and they started going into debt. At the time, my father was a single man, where my uncle Martin had a wife, and he had a newborn kid at the time. And the original plan was that they was going to split the debt in half, and they both work off the debt by doing other jobs and everything to like work off the debt. And it was like, it wasn't like a little bit of debt, it was like about 100, like it was a ridiculous amount of debt. So they was gonna like split it up. I think it was like meant to be like 30 or 40k each. But my father found out like that his no, my father found, so that's it. My uncle Martin said that my father found out that his wife was expecting, so they was about to have a kid. And so what my father did without my uncle Martin's, like, he didn't realize at the time, is my father co-signed the entire, like he signed all the debt over to himself, so that my uncle Martin had no debt. Like, even though they ran this business together, my father took the fallout from it. And he, like, my uncle Martin's explained to me that at the time he barely saw my father because he worked like 18 to 20 hour shifts just to work off the debt. And in like 5 years, he worked off all the debt, but he almost like killed himself doing so. And I was like, I was just shocked because I didn't know this. I didn't know this about my own father. I mean, to be fair, my father is very humble. He doesn't like to. He's the kind to do nice things and don't expect rewards. Um, but I was just shocked because, I mean, to be fair, it was very shocking to me because this is it was like the second or third time I met my Uncle Martin, like, and this was we was having a nice little discussion, because he was just telling old stories about him when he told me this story, I was like, because it's also something I knew, like, it's something I also sort of expect, like, it's not what I expect, but it's something that I sort of knew my father would do, because it's the reason why I would do the same if I was in a business company. Yeah, I know. If I was in a business company, like, with, okay, not my brother, but if I was in like a business company with a friend, and my friend was expecting a child and like was about to start a life, I wouldn't want them to start into that life with like a ridiculous amount of debt to like pay off. But he worked like 4 jobs at the time, if I recall, from what my Uncle Martin said. Like, he worked a ridiculous amount of jobs. Like, he had like 20-hour shifts. Like, he barely got any sleep, working off the debt for like 5 to 6 years. And he did. He completely eradicated the debt. And he said that, like, my Uncle Martin says, like, he's completely in debt to my father. And what's funny is, to me, is that my father, like, cause I asked, like, I didn't ask my father, but I asked, my Uncle Martin, like, if my father ever, like, asked for anything. He's like, no. He's like, he's never asked for any favors, even though, like, he really owes him for, like, you know, allowing him to, like, go on with his life without any issues. He really big owes him. My father has never once asked him for anything. And I was like, this is what bugs me about my father. He probably has more stories like that, but he just refuses to tell people. Because he's like the kind of humble, like, he's the kind of humble I want to be, in which you don't display like your good deeds, your good actions, you just be good. I just do decent things. And I'm like, fuck, I want to be like that. But at the same time, though, because, like, I mean, maybe it's because he's my father, but I want people to know this. I want people to know how good my father is. Because, like, I know for a fact, most of the time, like, when people meet my father, they don't think much of him. He's very quiet. He's very just, he's one to, like, only deal with himself. And I understand why that is. He's just, like, very mindset in, like, in what he is. But, like, it's stories like those that he needs to tell people. Like, damn, that was a really good story. When my Uncle Martin told me that, I was like, there's probably is more. Like I said, there's probably more that I just don't know about, because he doesn't tell these stories. I'm sure if I asked him, hey, can you tell me, like I was told by Uncle Martin, like, hey, like, that you, like, did this whole, like, thing with the debt and everything, he'd probably say, oh yeah, I did that. I probably should ask him, but here's the thing: is I know he wouldn't want me to, like, tell him that I know, because he's a very humble person. He doesn't like. It just it bothers me. It bothers me so much. It's like, and that was his time when he used to, like, own a building company. And sorry, I got so distracted because I was talking about his jobs. He had, like, a ridiculous amount of jobs. Like, the longest job he had was, of course, him being a bus driver for 35 years. Um, but before that, he was a DJ. He had his own building company. He had, like, he did a bunch of other stuff as well. I don't know all his jobs because I'm not my father. I don't have his memory. I don't have access to his memories. I wish, though. I wonder, like, really cool. But at the same time, I also don't want to have his memories, because there's so I he off like he offhandedly said that, like, in his time, like, because the reason why we got into discussion about this, he was in a juvenile center when he was a young child. And the reason why we got talking about this was because I was helping my father. So my father was getting a new job at the time. This was about like 3 or 4 years ago, and they was going to do an enhanced DVS check. And my father asked me, "Hey, can you help me, like, make sure everything's perfect?" Like, and so I checked I checked I did an enhanced DVS check with my father, and I let my father know, "Hey, this is what popped up." and it was 2 criminal records. FYI, this was 2 criminal records over 50 years ago. One of them was when he was 12, and the other one was when he was 18. One of them was just trespassing. I mean, it had a different name back then, but it was literally just him trespassing and vandalism. That was his other crime. And my father was shocked because he didn't realize that was still on the record because that was over 50 years ago. And I told him, "Hey, father, you can have the records expunged if it was longer than, like, if you haven't done a crime. I think if you haven't done a crime within the past 15 years, you can have your record expunged." And I told my father this, and that's what he did. It's no longer on his record anymore. And of course, I got curious. I was asking, "Oh, what happened? Like, if you had like a criminal record, what happened?" There's like, "Oh yeah, no. When I was 12, they just sent me to a juvenile center called Stanford House." And I thought, "Oh, that's cool." And then later on, when we weren't in discussion, I just did a little bit of Google and did the Stanford. I searched up the Stanford House that he, like, the place he went to, and I looked in the history, and when I tell you it was a torture house, I'm telling you, it was a torture house. Literally, when I looked on the record, and it was quotations from literally it said survivors of Stanford House telling their own, like, stories of what they like their time at being in Stanford House. Some of them were beaten, like full on beaten almost to death. Some of them were beaten to death. Like, there were children reported missing, but because all these were like juveniles, they weren't reported. And so there were children that went missing. There was children that was beaten to death. It was a really fucked up place. Some kids were molested. Some kids were raped. Like, it was a disgusting place. And I was so shocked when I read this. And I was like, "Wait, father, you went to Stanford House?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, and I told him about, like, the quote, like the quotes from, like, the survivors. And he's like, "Oh yeah, that happened. I was okay because I managed to, like, escape through like the pipes. Like, he climbed down piping system to escape it." And I'm like, "Excusez-moi?" Yeah. No, it shut down. It shut down in 1918, 1990. Like, when they started doing, like, child rights and everything, it got completely shut down due to the reports. But I was like, "Father, you survived a fucking torture house?" And he's like, No, I wouldn't call it surviving. I managed, like, I wasn't, like," and I was like, "You survived a torture house?" And it's stories like that, like, it's so unexpected, because he makes it sound so fucking chill. Like, he makes it sound like it was nothing. But I'm like, doing the research, I'm like, if like, because it's one thing for him to say, "Oh yeah, it was, like, I didn't have such a bad time," and then reading reports of people being, like, brutally beaten and, like, killed and, like, molested and raped, and I'm like, if you consider all that, like, barely, like, because he said that he wasn't one of those kids that got touched. He said that he used to protect a lot of the like, he used to, because he was quite strong back then, and he used to look out for the weaker ones, the ones that couldn't defend themselves. So he said that he was only really just beaten, and I'm like, father, even just being beaten. But I would like to point out, he was 12, and he was being beaten by, like, 30 to 40-year-olds, like, fucking adults were beating on a 12-year-old kid. And I'm like, if that's nothing to you, if you're saying, "Oh, that was barely anything," what the fuck have you gone through to claim that being beaten to a pulp is nothing? And I'm like, I look at my father every time now. This is the reason why I respect my father so much, is because I'm looking at him like, what else are you fucking hiding from me? What other stories aren't you telling? Like, what other traumas are you just playing off? It's the reason why, as well, I would never be able to win a trauma off with my father. Uh, not saying that trauma should be FYI, trauma should never be compared. No trauma is the same. But boy, oh boy, if my father, like, if me and my father was going down the line of like, if I was explaining like how I was being and everything, it's like, oh yeah, that's not compared. I was like, is that side? Oh no, I was like this and this and this. I would not win if he considered being like beaten to like a pulp by an adult fucking nothing. Uh, but it's shit like that makes me like really respect him though. It's probably if you find that I talk about my father a bit too much, I do apologize. But obviously you can tell I really respect him. He's just something, and he's also the only family I like to. I know this may seem very very harsh because I do have a stepmother and everything, but in my eyes, my father is the only family that stood by me. That's the reason why I very much care about my father, is um because of like the rest of my family let me down. The only one that has never once let me down was my father, and it's the reason why I care about him so much. And honestly, this is something that I do like. I talk to my therapist about that. I am worried about. If something were to happen to him, I would be very concerned for my mental state, because the only thing that the only thing I would have left would be my son. And of course, if something happens to my son, but I said to my therapist, if something happens to either my father or my son, put me in a fucking mental institute, because I wouldn't even trust myself, because I would be in so like I said, I don't have many that I love, mainly due to like trust issues and like not just trust issues, but just always being let down by those that are meant to be, that those who I consider friends, family, and like everyone that I care about usually lets me down. Um, it's the reason why I often shield like it's why I often shield myself and like protect myself, is because I have been through a lot of heartbreak in my life, probably too much. Um, and the ones that I do like trust, like for example my father and my son, um, are the only things that like I talk about constantly, because like those are the people I respect, these are people I love, because they've never let me down. And so it's the reason why you won't hear me talk about my biological mother, you won't hear me talk about my biological brother, or if I do, it's very offhandedly. I don't really go into detail with them, because I don't consider them a part of my life. Whereas my father is a big part of my life. He does weekly he does weekly check-ins on me. For example, he did something recently, which was really sweet. I told him he didn't need to do this, and that he's insane for doing so. So we was talking recently. Uh, when he came over with my son, we was talking recently about my diet, that I've been put onto a very, very strict diet due to my Crohn's. Uh, my Crohn's have gotten quite bad recently. My inflammation has gotten really, really bad, and I have to follow a strict diet from the dietitian. And I showed my father this schedule, and like I know that I showed him also what I have to eat and what I cannot eat at all. And I the reason why I showed him this is because he asked, it's like he was curious, because he doesn't know much about Crohn's. Um, and another reason is why we got to talking is he's starting to think that what I have might have been what his mother my father's mother was a very very ill woman throughout his entire life. My father did his best to support his mother because she was always constantly sick. She was not well at all. Um, and what's scaring my father is a lot of the symptoms I'm going through is very similar to what his mother was going through. And he's worried that, because back then, FYI, back then when his mother was alive, Crohn's didn't exist. Crohn's wasn't even discovered back then. This was during the 1960s to 1970s. And believe it or not, Crohn's didn't exist back then. Crohn's wasn't discovered until I think 1980 to 1990. That's when Crohn's was discovered. And it's a genetic trait. And so now he's wondering if his mother had Crohn's, and of course it got passed down onto me. And of course I tell him he shouldn't, if that's the case, because we can't prove it. We cannot prove it because, you know, his mother's dead,
and long gone. We can't even examine the body because I don't quite understand. Like, 'cause I asked if he knows where his mother's buried, and he told me no, because his mother was buried in a pauper's grave. I don't know what that is, but if you know what that is, go ahead. But he doesn't know where his mother's buried, which is really sad when I think about it. Anyways, if that was the case, we could have examined the body and see it, because it would still be on the body, even if, I mean, would it? I suppose decomposition would affect. I don't know. Anyways, we can't prove she had Crohn's because she was never diagnosed, because back then it didn't exist. Which is also shocking to me that medical stuff has advanced to this stage, which is astonishing. But yeah, because I have Crohn's, I can't eat certain things, and I was just complaining to Father that how bland a lot of the stuff I have to eat is, and not just that, stuff that I don't really like. For example, I don't like peanut butter. I despise peanut butter. I like peanuts. I'll eat peanuts any day of the week. I adore peanuts. I just don't like peanut butter. Don't ask me why, because I don't know why myself. And on my diet schedule, I have to actually. Can I just? No, I'm too lazy to put up the schedule. In the mornings I have to have peanut butter and toast. Not every day. Other days I have to have porridge with honey and other stuff. But on, I think it's Mondays. Yeah, because I had peanut butter on toast this morning. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Sundays I have to have peanut butter and toast in the mornings. And I was complaining to my father, I don't like it. I just don't like it. And then we got into the whole discussions of what my diet schedule looks like, and everything I cannot and what they want me to eat. Well, basically, they put down everything I need to eat, everything I can't eat, and what's okay but in moderation to eat. And I showed my father this, and I said with what I can eat, it's so fucking limited on flavor that it's. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind it not having flavor as long as it does what it needs to do. I don't mind it having flavor, but come on, literally one of the meals is literally rice with chicken, just chicken and rice. That's it. And I don't know if you know this, but that's incredibly bland. The only type of flavor is the chicken. The rice has no fucking flavor. There is no sauce. There's nothing. And on the Sunday, not Sunday, on the Saturday, so 2 days ago, my father came over, and I was shocked because he came over and he brought these fucking little meal preps for me. FYI, I never asked him to do this. And they're perfect. FYI, they're perfect. Because I went over with my dietitian with my meal preps, and they said, "Oh, this is perfect." And not just that, they've got flavor to them. And I was just shocked because I never told my father to do this, and he just comes over. He's like, "Here, just so for this week, I have all my dinners got a little bit of flavor to them." And I was so thankful because I was like, I didn't ask for this, and it was so it was such a sweet fucking. What's it called? A sweet appreciation thing to do. And I was like, oh, I really appreciate this. Because it is one of the things I do despise. I hate cooking. Cooking is one of, you'd think, oh, I'm a female, I must love to cook. No, I fucking despise cooking. And not only that, people who know me knows I'm really bad at cooking. I do my best to follow, the instructions, but there's always, an essential thing that I miss out. For example, I made cupcakes one time, and I forgot to put the little wrappers in the cupcake thing. So when I put the batter in, it got stuck to the the battering, shit like that. Really dumb shit. Ah, your father has become a wonderful person. He's always been a wonderful person. Even back in his 20s when he did the really nice thing. But he's always been and that's the reason what bothers me about is but bothers me about him, he doesn't ask for anything in return. He just does nice things. And I don't even know why. I mean, maybe because he feels good, or maybe because he worries, or maybe... I don't know. I don't understand what goes through in this weird fucking head of his. But it's something that I always appreciate, though. And it's the reason why I talk about my father so often, is because he needs to be talked about, because it needs to be people like him that needs to be exist in the world, where you do good deeds not for rewards, not for actions, but just to be good. And it's the reason why I often talk about my father, is because people need to know that, like, people like that exists. Because we live in a world nowadays in which people expect something for something. Like, you do something and you in return expect something for it. And that's why, like, I'm like, no, that should never be the case. It's the reason why it's the reason why, like, I don't, anytime I do something for a friend or a family, I don't expect anything from them. And I make sure I let them know this. I don't expect nothing. I have no, because we live in a world in which expectations are part of our day-to-day living now. I think it's a part of it is because everything gets recorded a lot more now, that people don't often do things unless it's being recorded. And it bothers me because life isn't like a spreadsheet. Like, if you do something nice, you won't always get something nice in return. Some people bite the hand that feed, like they say. And that's the kind of person that I like to think I am, in which I do things in which I don't like. So, for example, it's why I do, like, especially for like family and friends, I do a bunch of models for free, and I don't expect anything from them. I'll do it because they just simply ask. So that's what I consider now, like, what a friend should be. Is a friend should be there and help you out without questions, like without judgments or questions. That's what a friend and family member should be, just out of the blue. If you need something, you get it. Well, nowadays the biggest problem is not everyone can extend their arms as much as they want. For example, if I tried, I couldn't get 20 hours of work to get my money. True. That is that is true. Money. I mean, but here's the thing: is money isn't always. Okay, money is a factor of it, because of course, money, it does come into play in some aspects. Maybe that is the reason. Maybe it is money. Maybe because of the cost of living, people aren't as generous these days. But even so, I've always believed, like, even if it's just to spend time for like 30 minutes, I still consider that generous. Maybe. FYI, in case you wanted to know, Bongo Cat. Honestly, I did Bongo. The problem I have, okay, with Bongo Cat, the problem that I have with Bongo Cat is I'm getting so distracted. This might as well just become into chatting now, just chatting. You know what? We're going big. Since I'm just chatting away here, because I'm getting very distracted, we're going big. Watch this, guys. Boo! I'm bigger! Yeah, this is, I literally call this camera just chatting cam, because this is literally whenever I'm just chatting. Oh shit, I need to change the IK, because the IK, currently they're still looking at the other camera. I mean, I could just, hold on. Actually, I can fix this. Hold your horses. You guys see nothing, hold on. Oh my god, this is terrifying. You know what, we'll do it like this. There we go. We're slightly off kilted, but you know what? That's fine by me. You know what? It's the camera. The camera's a bit turned. That's my excuse. The camera's just like a little bit to the left. It's like tilted slightly. Anyways. But yeah, no, with Bongo Cat, the reason why I cannot get into it is I forget to turn it on, because you know you can do Bongo Cat in the background, but the problem I have is I forget to like turn it on. I literally just like, if I do remember to turn it on, I'm not doing fuck all. Like, I go off and like make myself dinner or something, and then I forget about it, and then I turn it off because I'm doing something else. But if I'm like I really want to do Bongo Cat, but at the same time, I'm really shit at doing it, because I keep forgetting just to turn it on. Like, because the whole point of Bongo Cat is you're meant to have it on constantly, and then whenever you're typing, whenever you're doing anything, it activates it. But I'm really bad at doing it. I don't do it on purpose. It's just I don't know. I'm really bad with it. Yeah, no, I really do try to get into it. It's so difficult. I don't mean like it's like it's just I think it's just probably memory problems. I'm just really bad at remembering to turn it on. But I mean, I don't know. I that's my excuse. Auto sass. Yeah, no, I was like, I could fix the camera. I could fix because it does bother me a little that it's like tilted slightly to the right. But at the same time, I do not care. I really do not care. Like, because at the end of the day, the whole point of me having like this virtual tuber was literally just so I don't have to do my face. That's literally it. I didn't mind my voice being out there. It's just that I wanted my face without my face, if that makes sense. And this is close enough as I can get it. Yeah, I know it's meant to be easy. Bongo Cat is meant to be easy. I know. It's meant to be, but it's the same reason I suck at Oh, what's else is it called? Shit, I'm gonna have to give me a moment. I have another thing. There was another thing I had that I just kept forgetting to do. Oh yeah, no, I got rid of it. I refunded it because I was so shit at it. Okay, hold on. You know what? We got the Black Void now. Yeah, no, it was what was it? Spirit Lo-Fi? No, Spirit City. It was an idol. Hold on. I guess hold on. You know, I'll find it now. Oh shit, I forgot I need to. If you're wondering why I have fuck all games downloaded currently, it's because I use GeForce Now and I just ran out of space because with my modeling and animations has been taking up so much space on my hard drive. I just cannot. Right. Yeah, look at all the games I own. Hold on, let me move this over here so it's a little bit bigger. Just so you can see it a little bit better. Yeah, yeah. This is all the games that I fucking own that are not installed because I just do not like. There's too much stuff here. I cannot, for the life of me, fucking like install because it's too big. I mean, some of these are old games and it won't take up much space, but some of them are really big. Okay, some of them are really like for example, Baldur's Gate 3 is like fucking like 160 gigabytes. Like I cannot withstand that on my computer. Okay. Oh, there's Bongo Cat. I don't even have it installed. Right. What was it? Spirit. I don't think I have it on. Yeah, no, because I think I refunded it because. So I bought this game. Well, it's not really a game. It's like a idle thing. Hold on. And the reason why I refunded it is because I realized I'm really shit at it because I'm just terrible at putting it up in the background. Feature. Yeah, I apologize for why it's taken so long. By the way, this is not Black Friday. Where are the Black Fridays on Steam in which they actually do fucking decent sales? I bought only one game, and I bought it at full price because it wasn't on sale. I only bought one game, and that's fucking Balatro. Where the fuck are the? Hold on. No, hold on. I was looking for Spirit. I like how it shows me recently viewed. Ah, it is called Lo-Fi. Yeah, Spirit City Lo-Fi. Oh, look, it's even on sale. This. I had this at one stage. It's the reason why I probably can write a review for it. I bought this because I heard it was really good for like people with ADHD and like autism. It was really supposedly this was really good for this, and like like you'd get like your little pets and everything while this is going on in the background. And I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna I'm gonna get this and it'll help me become more organized and it'll look really pretty. I'll have like little pets, I have my own little avatar and everything. I thought this was really cool. was really cool. The problem was I forget to fucking turn it on. I literally forgot to load it up, and like when I'm doing like tasks around my house, like when I'm doing chores, I just forget about it, and it's not even loaded up, so I don't get anything for it. And I realized after a couple of days, I think it was like 3 days, I realized shit. I had like only like an hour in it once. And I think the reason why I had an hour in it was just because I did customization, and that was it. And I was like, shit, I'm really bad at this. It's so cool, don't get me wrong, it's amazingly cool. It's just, I get too distracted to remember. And I realized stuff like this, the stuff that goes like behind the scenes, like Bongo Cat, Spirit City, and other behind the scenes ones, I just give up because I'm just so shit at it. I've got so much going on. I've got like this in the background. I've got so much in the background. I'm working on so many different things at the like, oh shit. Watch the last of Jurors on. Okay. Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna have to read that later. Sorry, I'm really excited for. I might do some streams next week for Path of Exile 2 for the last of the druids. I'm really excited because I've been waiting for the druid class since forever. My father got so mad at me because it was so what the next class that was going to come in thing was, they said that it was either going to be the Templar or the druid. And what was really funny is I've been waiting for the druid while my father's been waiting for the Templar. And when we found out it was going to be the druid, I started I didn't even realize I had that. Right. So I got a little bit distracted because my Discord. Okay, I remember what I did now. Sorry, I was questioning why my Discord thing is, and I forgot that the keyword is Discord. If you say Discord, it pops up with this little message that I forgot about that. Apologies. I'm not apologizing, but apologies. Sorry, that got me so distracted. I was like, why the I didn't type anything, and I looked. I was like, oh, it's my Discord thing that I did like so long ago and forgot about. Don't say Discord again. If you say Discord, it's just gonna activate again. But no, the reason why I have that is people were asking about my Discord, and I realized I had a really terrible way of like saying, hey, I've got a Discord. I've got like a Discord place. If you want to chat to me and see what I've been up to, like find out about updates of whenever I'm live and everything. Hey, I've got a Discord channel that you can see all these updates from. And what's funny to me is I forgot I did this. I can't remember. I think I did it on stream where someone told me how to do this on stream, and I did it on stream. And I just totally fucking forgot about. I totally forgot about it because it's just one of those like little things that you just don't remember. But yeah, no, you got the link there. But anyways, I was wondering, hey, what activated that? And I read your message because I realized I missed out on a couple message. I was like, oh, you said Discord already makes it me slightly uncomfortable. I was like, ah. But yeah, no, the reason why I don't like having things in the background is because I'm doing stuff like, I'm just gonna put this on full screen. Right. Because I'm doing stuff like this in the background, or like Blender in the background, it takes up a shit ton. Like, actually, let me show you currently how much my computer is struggling. My poor little guy. Look at that, 93, oh god. Okay, it was at one stage 93%, but it was like it can go like, depending on what I'm doing. If I'm working, like if I'm playing the game, this can go up to 95 to 96% like CPU. And FYI, I'm on the low end. This computer is low end. I'm working with the bare minimums for this computer. But yeah, no, this is to me this is very high, because all it takes is just a little bit. Very little bit of me working. Like if I press, hold on, let me Oh, this won't show. Hold on, let me put this to one side. If I press play. Oh. You already see this. Look at that. 96. 80. Hold on. Where's my game gone? Hold on. I mean, yeah, you can already see the amount of yellow. But you're about to see some red out in here. Hold on. Press play. Right, there we go. Now that I press play, oh my goodness. You wanna see red? Yeah, like all it takes is me. If I start running around, this will go into 96, 97, and it goes into the red. Yeah. The power usage, very high. Oh, I wish I could show you this, but if I do this, it disappears. But if I move this, hold on, let me see if I can do it quickly. Like that. Oh, it just goes down again. Because whenever I have it so that so I've been working to optimize my game, and I have it so that when the game's in the background, it automatically puts you on low, so it doesn't use up your stuff in the background while you're playing the game, which is really great. So because it means if you were to tab out and then go and tab out into like Chrome or something, it won't slow down anything. I'm just basically all I'm doing is just basic optimization on my games when it's used as background. Yeah, basically I have background task gets less priority, but I also have it so that my game has like less CPU usage when in background as well. Okay, let's come out of this. But yeah, no, this bad boy can go up into the, especially when I'm on Blender, especially Blender. Blender is, so the reason why I like to use Unreal when I'm using my my Waldo tracking is, Unreal is really great when it comes to like mandatory, like doing like CPU wise, it's not that bad. It's the reason, for example, why it's gone down to 70, 75. If I was in Blender right now, okay, don't get me wrong, this is not any shade on Blender. I love you, Blender. In fact, you're my love, my life, Blender. But Blender isn't great when it comes to prioritizing. So Blender is such a resource hog that it prioritizes itself over everything else. And when it does that, it includes the operating system. And so every time I use Blender and I load into Blender, it fucking breaks my entire computer if I'm using Waldo. Yeah, Blender is called Blender because it blends up your fucking computer into tiny little pieces. To be fair, it's not that bad if you're doing like a small like little low poly like thing. But if you're doing like some insane shit like I'm doing, like with the VTubing and like the like my model and everything, it just eats away at the data. And don't get me wrong, it's not the worst in the world because this computer I'm using is super outdated and it's like not. In fact, let me show you. You guys want to see what I'm using? I have a GeForce, so the graphics card I have is a 1650, and my CPU is an Intel Core i7 377. Yeah, you can see how outdated my PC is. Honestly, how it's still running all the shit that I put it through is surprising. It is crazy how my computer. Honestly, my computer deserves to have a hissy fit at me with the shit that I put it through. But yeah, no, I do my best to. I do my best, but and I only got, and also I've only got 16 gigabytes of memory. FYI, the normal computer nowadays have at least minimum 32 to 64. That goes to show you how bad my memory is as well. When you do genius things as you're doing, more credit to your yeah, it's I don't know how my computer's been surviving. I'm not gonna lie. So the reason why I put my computer through such a stress test is I'm used to using industry rigs. Because I worked for, like, during college they had like insane computers, and then when I worked for other companies I had insane rigs to work with. But then when everything went to shit, I was left without a decent computer. All I had was a gaming laptop. And so what I decided to do, I decided to sell that laptop. I had an Oculus at the time, an Oculus Quest. I sold my Oculus Quest, sold that, and I got myself a whole, like, small little setup. And it's not the worst setup in the world, but for the money that I put into it, it's 110% worth. Like, it's for every dime of it, like, I put into it, it was like decent. But the problem I have is because I'm so used to working on industry rigs, I don't optimize, because when you're working on such great computers, you don't need to optimize because, you know, it is running smoothly as is. But now that I'm working on a small little fucking rig, myself, I've been changing a few things. It's the reason why, in my game, the reason why, hold on, I'm gonna have to go back to the other point of view now. Hold on, we're back down here again, boys. Right. In my game, the reason why most games have it anyways, but there's a reason for it. In the options, there's a reason why I have the graphics. This goes all the way up to Ultra, which is my computer would not be able to run this. Epic, no. High, I can run, but it'll be like frame lag. Medium is my decent one, and then you got low. Let's do low. Apply changes. Campaign. Let's see how much of a difference that. Oh no. It turns the fucking candles fucking white. I mean, it's not too bad on low. But you can tell with the shadow. There's no shadows. I'm gonna have to pick some of these flowers, but you can tell with the shadows that it's just non-existent. The only shadows you see are the ones I baked in. So these shadows you see here are shadows that I baked in because these lanterns aren't gonna be going anywhere, so I'd rather bake them to save on memory. Oh, wait, you want to see something really funny? Hold on. Here you go. Yep, that's as far as I got when it comes to my campaign. But, I mean, it's not too... Oh my goodness, the rough. Sorry, I'm just looking, and I'm looking at the light source, and I'm realizing, boy oh boy, it's not that great. I mean, this is not the worst in the world. I mean, you can tell from this side that the alpha, when it comes to like alpha channels and everything, it doesn't display correctly, so it does look kind of shit. Okay, should I try? I want to show off Epic, but let's try Epic. I don't think my computer's gonna run it. I'm sorry if it crashes. If I crash, I apologize. Oh god. Oh god, it's already preparing shaders. Oh, I see the mistake I've made here. Look, it's in the top corner, it's telling me it's compiling shaders. Oh, I love it. I'm curious to see if because currently I'm at 75%. I'm curious to see if I can run this. You know what, honestly, I want to go back to high, because even on medium, it takes time. I don't like how it's compiling shaders. What have I done? Give it a metal sticker. I gave mine a possum sticker. It reads, "Don't be part of the problem, be the whole problem." Oh, that's an amazing sticker. It's like the joke I do. Like when people ask, like, "Hey, what are your pronouns?" I'm like, "It's your problem," because I'm gonna be your problem. I'm gonna make it my whole life mission to be your problem. Right. So if I go campaign now, I'm on high. Ooh. Oh, see, I can barely run this. This is on high. This is not epic or ultra. This is high. I mean, it does look cooler. It does look quite cool. I would love to show you how epic and ultra looks, but I don't think my computer can handle it. If I heard you say that, I would actually think you're flirting. Honestly, you wouldn't be the first. When it comes to me, somehow I make my insults very, like, my insults basically sound like fucking, compliments. Actually, the best way someone has once explained it to me is me insulting someone is like in Pitch Perfect 2. It's when the character Anna was trying to insult the German people, but she kept insulting them by complimenting them because they were so amazing. And it was so funny to me because I'm like, shit, that is how I insult people. I'm like, shit, somehow my insult sounds like compliments or like flirtations. But that's not the case. Uh, yeah, no, you're not the first to actually think that was me flirt. Believe it or not, someone else has thought I was flirting when I said that. When someone once asked me, we started like the normal introductions, and they're like, "Hey, if you don't mind me asking, because you mentioned like yada yada, do you mind telling me what your preferred pronouns are?" And I was like, because I don't take things seriously at all, and so I said as a joke, you gotta be careful because not everyone. Some people take pronouns very seriously, and I do realize this. And I've made a couple of mistakes before where people thought I was joking about pronouns, like not taking them serious. I do take pronouns very seriously. Um, I just like to do the joke of saying "oh, your problem" as my pronouns, because every time every time you're gonna refer to me, it's always gonna be because you have a problem. Um, and I said, "oh yeah, your problem." I'm gonna make it my life mission to make it like every time you see me, I'm always gonna be your problem. And they literally genuinely thought I was flirting with them, and I was like, "Oh, my bad. That was not my like." I was like, hands up. I was like, "My bad. That was not my intention." I could like, and I realize now how they see it as a flirtation because they think, "Oh, I'm gonna make sure like I'm always gonna be there. I'm always gonna be like present. I'm always gonna be trying to get your attention." I didn't realize this until someone had to explain it to me. And I'm like, shit, but that was a really good joke though. Uh saying your problem and then like as your pronouns to indicate that you're gonna be a menace to society. But then people can take it as in the, like, to be fair, people can take whatever they want whenever they want, like however they want, because that's the beauty of life. People can take whatever. Some people might see some like when I've once said to somebody, "Oh my god, you're the most stupidest, smartest person I know," and some people might take that as an insult, saying that I think they're stupid, but other people might take it as a compliment because I'm calling them the stupidest, smartest person I know, I'm saying that they're smart, and that's the beauty of life. People can take however they like, and that's what I love. That's what I love about life. It is a good joke either way. But it's also no. So the most common flirtatious joke I often do is I just do really bad. Like if you want to know when I'm flirting with you, it's when I start doing literal bad, lines like, "Oh, did it hurt when you fall out of heaven?" Sort of things like the cringy one-liners that people use. That's when you know I'm flirting, is when I'm being awkward like that. That's when I'm trying to flirt with you. But most of the time, if I'm actually like flirting, for example, a perfect example of this is Ducky. This is why Ducky's my best friend. Uh, Me and Ducky have a thing in which we just flirt with each other, and it's not serious. It's like it's just us flirting with each other because that's what we do. That's our like thing, and that's the thing I love doing. I love just flirting with people without the intention of a relationship, like a romantic relationship. And it's so difficult nowadays to do that because of like interactions. People take everything. I mean, I don't like, not everyone takes things so literally, but people take things at face value. That it's hard to joke about or do certain things without implicating the wrong reactions. And it's because if it was up to me, I would flirt with everyone that I come across. I'll compliment them to the nine heavens. But from my experience and like the bad experiences I've had when I did that, I stopped doing it because the reason why because I've had so many experiences where they expect something. They really, really expect something from me. And the only time I do it now where I flirt with people is when I'm really comfortable with them. If I'm really comfortable with them and they know me and I know them and I know that they don't have any expectations, I will flirt. For example, what I do with Ducky, when me and her does our like little flirting mechanic, like little flirty moments, because we don't expect anything to come from it. We just do it to be ourselves. And that's the reason why I consider Ducky my best friend, is because she has no expectations. She just lets me be me. And that's the one thing, that's the reason why she will always be my best friend. And I haven't talked to Ducky in months. I haven't talked to Ducky in like 2 or 3 months now. Because we've been busy doing our own projects. She's got her own thing going on, and I've got my own thing going on. And it happens. But I still consider her my best friend. She will to be like, unless someone else somehow managed to climb that ladder higher, she is my best friend. Alright, if they don't know it's been relaxing, I get the confusion. Yeah, I mean, I can understand why people get confused. Like, people can get confused if I'm flirting with them and if they think I'm interested. That's not the case. If you're interested, I will. If I'm interested in you, that's the one thing I always let people know. I let them know. Like, I'll say to someone like, hey, I'm getting, feelings. Like, I wanted to let you know. Hey, just wanted to let you know I have feelings for you. I really care about you, and so on and so forth. Because that's the one thing that people don't do. People don't fucking confess their feelings. And that's the one thing that bothers me is people are so afraid of being rejected that they don't even mention it. And here's the thing is, you can have a crush on someone and they not reciprocate it. That's a perfectly normal relationship to have with someone. You can be friends with someone who have feelings for you. And as long as here's the one thing that people tend to forget exists. Boundaries. They exist. I know it's shocking, but boundaries exist. You can be friends with someone and have boundaries. Like, they can confess their feelings and you can still be friends with them because you can set up something called boundaries. And I know it's to me it seems very very simple, but feelings are always complicated. And I know it's not simple for everyone else, but for me it's very simple. I'm really oblivious. I don't know how to flirt. I seem to have flirted, but it's just telling things how I see it, and then I get that. Yeah, it's, don't worry, Dawn, I fucking get that. That happens to me as well. Like, I'll be flirting with someone, like, really, like, me and them be flirting a lot, and I think it's just, friends bantering, friends just being, like, friendly, flirting. It's like when how girls like say, oh yeah, she's my girlfriend, but they're not actually girlfriends. They're just like, it's that sort of relationship. And I remember this one time I was doing this with this I'm just gonna call him man. I was flirting with this man, and we was going back and forth, and we were sitting by a riverbank at the time. It's not really a riverbank. It's like a canal, like sort of canal, sort of thing. It has like a bridge and water and everything. And we was just flirting and everything. And I was sitting, hanging my feet over, and he was hanging his feet over. And we was just like flirting back and forth. I thought it was like a jokey flirty, sort of like what I normally do, the non-serious flirting that I do. But I didn't realize at the time he was taking it very seriously. So after a remark I did, he kissed me on the mouth, and I like, I was like this, like my eyes were like fucking diluted, and like I had my mouth open. I was like, like I was like a deer in headlights. I was not expecting it because I knew this person for a long time, and it's the reason why I was so comfortable with them. Was I thought we had an understanding, and clearly not. Clearly not. He had gotten feelings, and we discussed it thoroughly. And I told him that unfortunately I was not interested, but we can still be friends. But no, he didn't want to be friends unless we were dating, and I was like, what? So you care about me, but you don't care about me enough to maintain being friends? Sure, that logic makes sense. Because to me, if you truly care about and truly love someone, you don't have to they don't have to be a relationship with you. If you truly love someone and they're in, like, let's say they're in a relationship with someone else, or like you just want them to be happy, making their life complicated like that is not making them happy. It's just making their life more miserable because they've got such confusing mindsets. But if you genuinely love and care for someone, you would do whatever you can to make them happy. But that's my understanding of a relationship. Maybe I'm very different. I mean, everyone's different how they perceive relationships. But that's how I perceive it. Have to live it actually to understand it. The pains, social. I know. And I felt really bad for him as well, because like I can see how from his perspective he thought that something could happen, and I felt really bad. But at the same time, he knew I was a demisexual, so he thought maybe like because we knew each other for a long time that I might have gone. Yeah, I don't know. And it just bothers me because I really cared about him, but as a friend. And I was hoping we could continue being friends. Like, it was fine that he had emotion. Like, it was great. It was good to know that he had those feelings for me, so that I don't overstep any boundaries. But he just didn't want to be friends unless we were dating, and I'm like, what? And maybe I just couldn't understand it. Maybe I just didn't understand. Maybe like he couldn't be friends with me unless we were dating because he just couldn't see me like in that limelight. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. And I do occasionally miss him. Totally, I love my friends, and doesn't mean I don't want them in my bed. I just want what's best for them. Exactly, yeah. Like, majority of them, like, my friends, I don't want to, like, go into bed with. I'll flirt with them. I'll make jokes and say, like, suggestive remarks or very suggestive comments, but I don't want them in my bed. Like I'm on the asexual spectrum. I'm a demisexual, and if you don't know what that is, basically, I have no interest in sex. Don't get me wrong, I will have sex, but to me, sex is like a physical activity. It isn't something I emotionally connect with. Like, if I were to have sex with someone, it wouldn't emotionally connect me to them. I would just see it as like exercise. For me, spending time getting to know them and emotionally connecting is how I see our relationship. And then of course, I say, hey, I've gotten some feelings for you. Can we be in a relationship? And then if we do go into a relationship, I don't expect anything from them, because when I go into a relationship with someone, I don't expect them to change, because that's how I fell in love with them. I fell in love with them because they are who they are. If they change, I'm more likely to fall out of love because if they change. And that's the one thing that I think I actually like about myself, is that I am demisexual. I don't base my attraction to them based off looks or anything like that. I just expect them to be them. Which I feel like is like, I know some people are that shallow that like they get attracted just by looks alone. And that to me that is bonkers, because I would much rather have an intellectual conversation and like a very deep and very real conversation than, I don't know, flapping bodies together. To me, slapping bodies together is like, I don't know, maybe to me it seems very primitive. And that might be just my point of view in life, because I've always been very interested in learning. I've always preferred a nice conversation over physicals. I hated PE. PE was like, To me, PE were for cavemen. Like, there was no point, unless you wanted to join the army, PE was fucking pointless to me. Sign me up for RE any day of the week. I'd rather speak about religion, which I'm not a big fan of. I'd rather fucking talk about religion over fucking doing PE. That's how much I despise PE. But, I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm not physically active, maybe. I don't know. That's the beauty of life, is no one truly fucking knows what they're doing. No one truly knows themselves. I've gotten so fucking distracted. Right, I should need to end stream, because I need to go grab myself something to eat. So you know what we're doing? We're raiding, bad boys. Right, and we're heading over to... my transition! I need to fix that. Okay, I know why that's happened. I've moved, so FYI, the reason why quite a lot of things gone wrong is I moved everything, I moved all my files over to my SD card. Yeah, no, I had a like a transition. There was a transition in which hold on, let me show you. So whenever I switched between streams, there used to be a transition in which there was like these runes that show, but it's not activated. I know how to fix it. I know how to re-add it later. But it's actually, hold on, here it is. You know what? You're about to see hold on, recording. Right. Hold on. You're about to see some Inception shit, right? Here. Down here, there's this scene transition called Arcane Sigil, in which there was like it's a whole animation that happens. But unfortunately, my dumbass forgot to probably sort all my stuff out, because I changed everything over to my SD card because I was running out of space. I was just organizing. Actually, let me show you. Hold on. I know how this is such a show and tell today. But this is where I've been organizing. Before this used to be red. My Windows SD used to be red, and this one was completely empty, and this one was completely filled. Like, this was all the way to 1 terabyte, where this one was like. So I've been sorting out, deleting files, moving everything from here into this one, because this is my so everything that doesn't need a lot of work on, for example, single player games, all goes into my worst one. And then the better one is, because the better one's my SD card. I put everything that I need on there. For example, what's it called? Online games like Path of Exile 2 or like Blender or like Unreal Engine, stuff that requires a lot of like reading and writing and memory, I put it onto my SD card. And because I've done that, I've lost my transition. I can find it again. It's somewhere in my worst one. I just need to reapply it, basically. Anyways, I'm getting so fucking distracted. Right, we're going to raid. But who I'm gonna raid? Who fucking knows? Okay. Do what you must. Yeah, my thing's currently a mess. And the reason why it's a mess is because it's just mostly because of ooh, Rosie's on. It's been a while since I raided Rosie, actually. And I do love watching I love watching Rosie in the background as I do work behind the scenes. She is great background. Ooh. Choices. I do love Rosie. Rosie is absolutely. Yeah, I can't wait to eat. I won't lie, I've been starving ever since I started streaming, but I just didn't say anything because, like, I can't. I mean, I could munch. I really could munch, but the problem is I don't like munching because I sometimes distracted me while I'm like going on a little rant. I get you. You took me there once, and I have got a lot. I have gone a lot of times for that. Yeah, no, Rosie in the background is really fucking nice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna raid Rosie because Rosie is just not just that, just having like there's such a beautiful, there's such a beautiful artist, and it's like their art is what I wish to one day be. But I'm so the problem I have is I take things so realistically. With like I can draw decent. I know I can draw decently. My problem is I'm just not happy with my own art because it's too realistic for my liking. I want it to be more cartoony, more like I like the arcane style. I'm doing my best to draw an arcane style as much as I can. Because that's the type of art style I want, where it's semi-realistic but still has that cell shading type, yeah, like cell shading type thing. Practice does make masters. Practice makes perfect, as they like to say. But yeah, no, I really, I'm hoping one day, maybe I might do an art stream one of these days because I can't draw that well. Yeah, I can draw decently. It depends on how much time I put into it. If I only put like a day or two into it, it comes out somewhat decent. But if I spend weeks and weeks perfecting it, then to me I like the results. But it takes time. It takes time. But yeah, I think I'm gonna. Yeah, no, I love Rosie. Rosie in the back, like just hearing Rosie's voice in the background is just great. Oh.